last month on our website, where she shared like a super emotional journey she had with a medical condition that was really emotional. So she's going to open up to us about that and about her dancing and about all the amazing things she's up to right now. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay, so like I said, our girls watched your emotional video last month and they were totally inspired. And so I wanted to ask, what was going through your head when you first started realizing that something was wrong with your eye?
Well, about like a year and a half ago, my mom and I noticed that this eye was smaller than this eye, like I said, and at first I was like, I mean, no big deal, like, maybe it's just gonna be something that can easily be fixed, and I didn't know what was going on, but I was just like, okay, this shouldn't be too bad, and then once everything started happening, then I got scared, and I was like, okay, what's actually going to happen, and I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know how bad the situation was yet.
Right.
So in my mind, automatically start thinking the worst. So I was really scared, and I was like, okay, this is happening, and this is happening, and I was just setting up a really bad emotional state for me, I guess.
Yeah.
For me, I guess, yeah.
Totally. And so at first, you like you said, you thought it was no big deal. I think anybody would have. Like, lazy eyes aren't that uncommon. But when you started realizing that it was more serious, and you said in your video that you were scared of the unknown. So what were you thinking? Did you think that it was going to affect your vision? Did you think that it was going to affect your dance?
I had no idea. Well, the reason the surgeons fixed my eyes because they're afraid it would eventually affect my vision. So I guess, like, yes, at one point I was like, well, what if I can't see? It wasn't really affecting my dancing, but obviously if it affected my vision, then it would be a lot harder to dance and turn and jump.
Yeah, like, were you ever like, oh my gosh, if I lose, did you think like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to dance with one eye, like with one vision in one eye?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Whenever I was like, what if I can't see out of that eye, then I started thinking about all the other things that it would affect, like my dancing, schoolwork, like reading, anything, pretty much everyday life.
Totally. Okay, so you mentioned dealing with a lot of nasty comments. How did you cope with those? Was there anything that you told yourself to get through those times?
Well, normally, like I've said before, the hate comments don't really affect me, and I sort of have learned to block it out. I mean, because you can't really do this kind of thing and like listen to those comments, so you have to just ignore them. But for those about my eye comments, that really hurt, and I mean, I would read them and it would affect me, but then in the end I would say, okay, my health is more important. I shouldn't be worried or concerned about these comments because right now I just need to focus on getting myself better before I address hate comments.
Totally. So what do you have to say? Did you channel like any of the, you kind of ignored all the hate, but did you ever channel some of like your feelings into your dance? How did it help you in your dance? Did it?
Of course, when you're dancing, like, it's sort of, for me, it's a good way to almost vent, because you get to like express whatever you're feeling, and it was it was a good, I don't know how to say it, like a good segue to like really just show my emotions through dance.
Totally. Not that you weren't already amazing at that already,
but thank you.
But it always helps when you have some like emotion.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. So what would you say to other girls who find themselves in a situation like this?
Just take care of the real problem first. Like I said about the hate comments, just focus on getting yourself better and ignore what other people say. None of that matters. I know a lot of people say that, and it's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
But trust me, it helps. Don't listen to that.
Yeah. Chloe knows what she's talking about. She deals with a lot, so. All right. So, what was it like after you finally revealed your condition? Because, everybody was speculating, everybody was saying what they wanted to say. Did you get a lot of support from your fans? What was that like?
At first, I was a little nervous. I was like, I don't know what the feedback's going to be. I don't know what people are going to say. But then after I filmed the video and we released it, I just felt so relieved and the amount of support and the stories that people were writing it was just incredible to me. I didn't know that people would feel so open online, and that just made me feel so great knowing that I helped them feel that they could trust themselves and tell those stories, I guess.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy. I was sitting there healing, and I was reading these comments. I was just blown away.
Did any of the messages that you got stand out to you? Like, was anybody going through like a similar situation, being bullied because of their appearance or a feature?
There was some people who would say I have a similar condition, and it just felt good knowing that I wasn't the only one. And actually, a few people close to me, like texted me or that sort of thing, and they sort of explained their situation, and the support I got and the feedback was, I wasn't expecting it.
It was overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. So what was it like going through the actual surgery? Not to get too graphic or anything, but like, did it freak you out a bit?
No, I actually wasn't scared or freaked out at all. Like, the first time I had surgery for my sinus, I was a little scared then, but this surgery I wasn't scared at all. Actually, my main concern when they were like sitting there prepping me and everything, I was like, okay, so is the IV going to hurt? Like, that was what I was worried about.
It always goes back to needles.
I know. Well, actually, it's weird because I don't mind shots. Like, they don't bother me.
I'm the same way.
And then I was like freaked out about the needle, and then they're like, no, we're gonna put you under first and then put the needle in. So yeah, it was really easy. I just sat there, and then they put me in a different room, and then I went to sleep. It was really easy.
There you go. Woke up and
yeah, I was actually my dad filmed a video of me because I was in the recovery room from anesthesia, and I was sitting there. By the way, I'm gonna tell you that I was telling everyone that we were best friends and I loved them, and yeah, so there was that. But then my dad was like, how did the surgery go? I was like, it went great. I mean, I fell asleep, so I don't remember anything, but I think it went well. So
I think so. I mean, I'm awake right now. So.
Well, I was like, I kind of fell asleep. Like, really, Chloe, you fell asleep? No.
I'm glad you fell asleep. That would have been scary.
Me too.
Awesome. So, you mentioned having to wear an eye patch in your video. Did you end up having to wear one?
Well, I wore like an iPad almost. It was like a piece of gauze with tape and stuff over it for one day while I was in the hospital recovering. But then after that, they took it off and I went home and I didn't wear an eye patch.
And never had to wear it again. Oh, so you never got to be a pirate.
Well, actually, I came home and my mom had ordered all of these eye patches, and they were sitting on my desk in my room. I was like, thank you, Mom. Thank you.
But you never had to use them.
No, I didn't. I mean,
No!
I guess I can admit I put one on at one point in my room. I was like looking at it in the mirror.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, it's
considering
October.
rhinestoning it.
And it's October, so, they could come in handy.
Right. I could just say it was a costume.
Yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, that's what we're going with.
So, how do you feel now after all that you've been through? Do you feel stronger?
I feel great. I mean, like I said before, I feel so relieved that I got to just sort of put that out there, and everything that people said was amazing. And I mean, I'm still healing. It's a little swollen, but not too much, and it doesn't hurt. And everything's just really good right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So, what is the one thought after everything that you've been through that you want to leave with your fans? Like any inspirational message, like that you learned?
Just ignore what people say and just be you. And if you have, or you're in a similar situation as me, just focus on what you need to fix and be strong. And if not, just do you, because you're all amazing.
You're all amazing. Yes. So, were there any fan questions?
Yeah, we did have one about travel. Like, if you enjoy traveling and going to different places.
I love traveling. I live in Pittsburgh, but I travel to New York and LA often. So I've been to Australia, Scotland, Ireland, England.
Wow.
Hawaii for a day. It was a layover between Australia and here. Yeah, I love traveling. It's one of my favorite things.
What was your favorite place to visit?
Well, I love Los Angeles. It's like LA is my favorite, and then New York.
Okay.
But I like both
I'm like, New York, New York.
I love like the season changes
Yeah.
here. They're so pretty,
Definitely.
especially in Central Park.
Awesome. So, tell our fans what you're up to now. Like, what are you looking forward to working on now you're all recovered? And
Well, I'm recovering, and I have a line with 2 major retailers that I'm really excited about. I can't say who,
Chloe Fashion.
but stay tuned. And I have other exciting news that I can't really say anything about, but it's like really exciting. I'm really excited
And
about
it's coming.
It's coming. It'll
Yeah.
be announced soon, I promise. So stay tuned.
Well,
and
Chloe fans, you're in for a treat soon. That's awesome.
yeah,
Yay.
really.
And she looks really cute, so you know that whatever she's coming out with it is going to be amazing.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, say bye to our fans.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, guys.